What is up, everybody, and welcome back to CABJ Fishing. It's that time of month again. You know what that means. It is the highly anticipated Monster Bass Platinum Series unboxing. Guys, you know I get hyped about these things, and this month is no different. Or is it? Guys, I've already taken a look inside, and again, this month you're going to be getting something that you're not going to receive in any other fishing box or any other store. You're only going to receive it in a Monster Bass subscription. So stay tuned to find out what's inside. Alrighty, let's crack this thing open. Before we get started, if you like unboxings, you like fishing content, go ahead and make sure to hit that subscribe button to make sure that you're going to be able to catch every single video. You don't miss a video. Again, it is free to subscribe. All it does is just let you know when we release a video. That way you stay up to date and lets you know when new videos come out. But also, there is a bait. I almost forgot to say in the intro, there's a bait in here I have never even heard of. I've never seen anything like this. And I almost can guarantee you haven't either. I kind of was taking a look at it, and looks like it came out maybe 7-8 months ago or so. And I did not know about this. I didn't even know something like this existed, but I can almost guarantee that most of you guys haven't seen it either. But other than that, let's go ahead and crack this thing open. Alrighty. So let me see. First up, well, we got our stickers, info book, and whatnot in here. Let me take a look at this real fast. So again, we've got your Make Bass Fishing Great Again there. Then you got this little Monster Bass Fish Better sticker here. A little play on another logo there. And then you got yourself a how does yours measure up? Just a little measuring sticker there. And then obviously your booklet that's got your tips, tricks, info, and whatnot in there. So first thing up we've got is a bag of, the brand is Vicious Fishing, and it is a 5-inch, pretty much a Cinco, and that is looks like a watermelon with some red flake in there. And again, there are, how many? It's 5 inches. 1, 2, 3. So it's an 8-pack here. So I'll take a look at these and show you what these look like again. You can fish this wacky style. You know, I prefer when I'm fishing wacky style to use an O-ring on there. Put that on there, allows you to be able to get that rather than having to sit there and always use or always lose your bait, because you'll get that one hit. Pretty much you'll just get a few hits off of it, and the Cinco just rips right off of there. So I like to use an O-ring on these to help secure them. Be able to get that more out of it, I guess you could say. Be able to get more bites out of it. So there we go. And then we've also got something else by Vicious Fishing, if I can say that right. This is their spinner bait here, and it's got some it's got two different ones, a willow blade and a Colorado blade, and this is a 3/8 ounce. And here's, take a look at this here. And again, another Vicious Fishing little spinner bait here. Alrighty, and next thing in here, you could possibly pair this on there if you want. The colors don't necessarily, vibe too well together. So this next thing here, again, this one's by Grande Bass Fishing. You can tie this on as an individual, fish it by itself, or if you want to pair it up with, something else, that we've got, I'll be showing here later in the box. But this again here is a, it's a 3.75, and they call it their kickback shad here. And again, that is just the black color there. So if you're in dirty water, obviously that's gonna work great. Fish are gonna be able to pick that up. When you're in dirty water, you wanna either fish, you don't wanna necessarily go after the natural colors, because obviously the water's dirty, you can't see through it, the fish can't see through it that well. And you wanna be able to either make sure to get something like a white or pearl or something, or maybe a darker color, black. I often like to use, for power bait worms, I like to use the Tequila Sunrise when I'm in dirty water there. So here's the almost 4-inch little bait here by Grande Bass. And next up we have got, it is a jig. Nope, no, I was wondering if that was a bladed jig, I couldn't remember, but no, it is not a bladed jig, just a regular jig there. And that is a 1/2 ounce, and this is by it's a Pro Swim jig. And what is the name on that? Razor Custom Tackle. They've got some letters swapped around backwards. Let me see if I can get that in there to show you up real fast. But again, you could possibly pair this. Obviously the colors wouldn't work out too well, as far as with it being the black, like we said earlier, and this one's got those, that more natural colors on it there. So might be able to have something else. I'm trying to see as far as, I don't think there's anything. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm sorry. You could trail it up. This, let me wait till, we'll do that bait later on. I don't know if they meant to do this, or hey, I just got an extra bait and I'll take it. But I've got 2 of the same thing here, and this is the First Contact Tungsten, and this here, there are 2 of these here, and this is a 3/0 hook, and it is a 3/0 hook, and again, it is a bladed swim bait hook, and again, 3/0, and it is a 1/8 ounce weight on there. And we've got the 2 in there. Again, I don't know if they meant to do that or if it was an accident. But again, we've got the 2 in there. So, hey, lose one, you got another one right here. And again, the bait I have not seen before. I'm completely 100% unfamiliar with this. I've never seen this before. Let me know if you guys have seen something like this before. But again, me personally, I don't even know how to fish this. I guess maybe you could rig it kind of a wacky style, I guess you'd do. But it is a like a dice, fuzzy dice pretty much bait. Let me see, I don't even know if they've got their actual name on here. Oh, they call it the loaded dice, and that again, that is green pumpkin. And this is by Three Brothers Baits. And so they've got this here, and there are 2 of them in there, so you can use these and be able to throw that on there. And again, I've never, ever seen anything like this. To me, I guess you could say it almost looks kind of like you're trying to fish with maybe like a sea urchin or something. But I have never seen something like this. I wasn't even for sure what it was. I had to kind of look this up a little bit, kind of see a little bit about it. But I guess there's a few different ways you can rig this. And the Three Brothers Baits on here, I don't know if this is maybe a newer company or whatnot. So hey, if you want to be able to go support them, and then obviously you can go out there and get that. It says our goal is simple, tournament ready tackle at an affordable price. Again, I don't know what the price is on these. I'd say, oh wait a minute, I think I did look these up, and I think these were for a 2-pack right around $8-10, maybe $12. I'm not for sure exactly. But I did take a look up of these because I have never seen these before, never heard of them before. I've never even seen some kind of lure like this. So I'm curious that this will probably be one of the very first baits that I tie on to see if this thing even catches fish or how it does. But again, our very last bait in here, it is another product testing bait that you're only going to be receiving in a Monster Bass subscription. And this is just a square bill here, and they call it their Headbanger 4. So it looks like it dives about, dives up to 4 feet, and there's a 3/8 ounce. And again, that's just your square bill crankbait here. And look, it is red. So again, you can get that and try that out. And there's also on here, this is a product testing bait. They want you to be able to fish it, or they want you to fish it, and if you're able to, go ahead and give them your feedback on what you think of it, how it worked out, and whatnot, and go from there. Alrighty, so for our top 3, I would be saying number 3 would be our Grande Bass. They call it their Kickback Shad, and it's in black there, so this would be our 3rd on the list. You can be throwing this, you can Texas rig it, throw it out there in the deeper water. Again, with it being July right now, you want to be hitting, especially later in the mornings, you want to be hitting out deeper. So you can Texas rig this, get this down there, get a lot of action with that, especially with that little paddle tail on there. And second up, we can do our Razor Custom Tackle. This is the Pro Swim Jig, and again, this is a 1/2 ounce. So I'd be throwing this up next. You could, if you wanted to, I guess you could maybe tackle or pair it up with the little Kickback Shad if you wanted to. Obviously that's black. This is the white and gray and a little bit of, can't tell with the reflection if that's a chartreuse or what color that would be, but you could possibly tie that up. And number one bait, very first bait I'm going to be tying on and throwing whenever I take these out fishing is our Three Brothers baits, and this is the dice here, the loaded dice, and these are in green pumpkin. And I've never even seen anything like this, so that would be what I'm throwing first, just out of pure curiosity of if this thing's even gonna catch anything or how this works. Again, before I go fishing with this, I'd have to kind of look it up of seeing, how do you fish this? What's the particular way that you would fish this? You just cast it out, let it sink, and then obviously just work it in that way or whatnot. But my interest is piqued 100% to be able to try these out. So guys, that seems to be it for our bag this month, and just a quick rundown of everything. Is Monster Bass worth it? Well, for the subscription that we've got, again, is the Platinum subscription. The total cost on that is $39 a month. You could either do a 3-month subscription, and that would be, you get yourself also $39 a month times 3, and you get yourself a free reel with that. So then not only are you getting the obviously the value from just the fishing tackle itself and whatnot, but then you get yourself with a 3-month subscription, you get a free reel, and then with a 6-month subscription, you get yourself a rod, and then with a 12-month subscription, you get a combo with obviously a rod and reel. But as a price breakdown for just this specific month's bag, again, breaking these down, the first one we've got that First Contact tungsten, and that was $5. Then our next is that Grande Bass, and again that was our Kickback with the Kickback Shad, that being $7. Three Brothers baits, be it loaded dice, that's $13. Razor Custom Tackle Pro Swim Jig, that's $6. Vicious Fishing Spinnerbait, $8. Vicious Fishing Pro Stick or Cinco, that is $6. The Monster Bass Headbanger, $4. Obviously, I'm guessing this must be maybe a new release on this bait, whatnot. But what the older model of the Headbanger, the Headbanger 4, showed $9. And just for the bag itself, you can buy these by themselves, and these are $6 a piece. So obviously, add that all up, that's $60. So is it worth it? You pay $39 for the subscription, and depending if you get the 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, then you also get the free reel or rod or the combo, and then you get the fishing bag every single month with this. But for this month alone, this is a $60, added up all those different prices, $60. So is it worth it? Is Monster Bass Platinum subscription, is it worth it? Absolutely, guys. I would have to say 100% yes. I'm going to be, all these baits, there's not any of these baits that I'm like, well, that's pretty much useless. I'm not going to fish that. It allows me to be able to try out some new baits, new lures that I wouldn't have necessarily tried myself, but it piques the curiosity, especially with things such as these dice here. I would never have went and bought this. Didn't even know it existed. But obviously with this, now my interest and curiosity is piqued, and I'm definitely going to be fishing that. And again, along with everything else, I already use most of these things, maybe not necessarily the exact brand, but that style of bait, lure, whatnot, everything in here, be able to fish that. And as you've seen previous videos, I personally actually like being able to use these bags here. Being in a wheelchair, obviously it's pretty difficult to be trying to carry around a tackle box with me. So I love being able to just throw some baits in here and be able to just use this bag, and then I'm not sitting there having to lug around a tackle box or whatnot through the entire day. So that is it for July subscription. Let me know what you think as far as, would you think with the breakdown that we've got of the price, value that you're receiving, and the price that you've paid, do you think is Monster Bass worth it? Again, me, I absolutely think so. And this video, it's not, I'm not just saying this because, Monster Bass is, I'm getting paid or anything from them. I'm absolutely not. This is just my honest opinion. I absolutely love Monster Bass and love the value, love the things you receive every single month. So I love Monster Bass. I'm definitely a fan of them. But absolutely. So go ahead, try this out, see what you think of it, or if you already have tried it, drop a comment. Let me know what it is that you think of. What do you think of it? But thanks again for tuning in, and again, we'll catch you on the next one. And we've got some videos coming up. We've got our last subscription box coming in for the mystery tackle box. We did a 6-month subscription on that, and also Monster Bass. So the mystery tackle box ended up coming in a month earlier. With Monster Bass, we were able to work it out with the delaying, once I made the order, delaying the shipment a month. But for some reason with mystery tackle box, I paid for it, and then we got received that first box pretty quick. So we're a month behind on that, or not necessarily behind, but a month ahead. We're gonna finish that one a month sooner than we are the Monster Bass. And so that subscription, our last one for that subscription at least, that 6-month subscription will be coming up next video. And other than that, thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.